Hello. So, one genre of teachings important for the Nyingma tradition and sometimes also present in other lineages, including Bon, is called teachings on the 6 or 4 intermediate states. An intermediate state of Bardo in Tibetan, which Robert Thurman simply translates as between, is literally a period in between two states. Although usually we think of the intermediate state that comes after we have died and before our next rebirth, in actual fact, everything is technically a bardo. Teaching on the 6 bardos, which in the Nyingma tradition often come from Guru Rinpoche as their primal source, mention 6 intermediate states. Intermediate state of this life, intermediate state of dreaming, intermediate state of samadhi, intermediate state dharmata, intermediate state dying, and intermediate state of becoming, which is one we often think of when we say Bardo. These teachings presented by Guru Rinpoche and his spiritual successors are usually quite advanced. They combine sutric and tantric practices and present them as a coherent system that allows one to gain realizations in one life or immediately after death. However, if we are not at the level where we can do these advanced practices, it's still very useful to think of these 6 states and contemplate how we can make them as meaningful as we can. And even such widespread practices as love or love and compassion can be of great help with that. Let's take a short look how we can use our love and kindness meditation to make these 6 intermediate states meaningful. The intermediate state of this life resumes every time we wake up from sleeping. And this is the time to generate virtuous motivation, such as motivation of love and kindness, compassion, bodhicitta. We take a moment to generate love and kindness for ourselves, for others, and then think of how we can practice that love and kindness through the 3 types of ethics: not harming others, doing virtuous acts, and training an altruistic mind of bodhicitta. In our day and age, it's important to practice wise self-care as the basis for being of service to others and learn new ways of being loving in our speech and actions. As we go through the day, we practice love and kindness by viewing others' beings with eyes of love, wishing them genuine well-being, and treating them kindly. Of course, we always combine our love and kindness with wisdom, which radically enhances our ability to be of benefit. The intermediate state of samadhi resumes every time we go into meditation, especially when we practice shamatha and vipassana. Buddha himself taught love and kindness as one of the practices for developing shamatha. These teachings are clearly outlined in Buddha Ghosha's path of purification. However, love and kindness is also a wonderful basis for insight practice, because we can always turn our mind to exploring how we, as a subject, and others as the object, as well as love and kindness itself, truly exist. Discovering that there is no inherently existing me, no inherently existing others, and no inherently existing mind imbued with love and kindness leads us to the realizations of emptiness. The intermediate state of dreaming actually includes both dreamless sleep and dreaming itself. And with both of these states, love and kindness is valuable. The intermediate state of dreaming actually includes both dreamless sleep and dreaming itself. And with both of these states, love and kindness is valuable. If we practice a lot of love and kindness throughout the day, we eventually start experiencing it in our dreams too. For example, it can become our instinctive reaction when we face with danger in a dream. This can help us recognize the dream as a dream and then practice dream yoga. But even if we are not at this advanced level yet, love and kindness was described by the Buddha as a remedy for sleeping-related problems. It is taught that one falls asleep easily, experiences good dreams, and wakes up happy. The last 3 bardos are the bardos of dying, dharmata, and becoming. While the intermediate states of dharmata and becoming can only be controlled by experienced yogis, we can affect all these 3 of these states by bringing our mind into a virtuous state when the bardo of dying occurs. And here again, love and kindness is of great help. In fact, in the book of Kadam, in chapter 12 by Atisha, he taught us that there is a few beneficial mental states that can that might be generated at the time of death. The best way to die, he teaches, is to lie down in the great ultimate expanse of emptiness. However, if this is too advanced, second best is to lie down in the great immeasurable thoughts. This point is very important because while the teachings on emptiness are exclusive in Buddhism, love and compassion are universal values. So anyone who has the experience of this meditation, whatever the spiritual path is, can practice immeasurable thoughts and at their time of death, which will guarantee the three last bardos will be meaningful as well. In short, we shouldn't overlook love's ability to transform our life and its different aspects, and we should be mindful of the different ways of making these six states meaningful for ourselves and others. To quote the great yogi Garchen Rinpoche, only hold on to bodhicitta, love and compassion, and nothing else, day and night. Always purify your mind by sustaining awareness of the natural state. Thus, by uniting the two winds of love and wisdom, we continually progress on the path to awakening. Thank you.